I'm Eric Clapton, musician, and I'm here to answer some questions. I was diagnosed with emphysema a couple of years ago, and I thought, well, I fit that bracket that's pretty vulnerable. I mean, I'm 76, and I thought, well, I ought to have this vaccination for my kids, you know, just so that I don't want to drop dead on them, or I don't want them to lose me. I don't want to lose them. All these the normal, natural responses, I think. And then so I went and I got the notification you can come and get, and I was holding out for AstraZeneca because it came from Oxford. And so, you know, I'm pretty naive about this stuff. And I thought, well, that's good. And also I'd heard that it was old school method of inoculation. And I went and had the jab, and I got a little green, like a library card, and I thought, well, that's what I'm going to show the people when I get on the plane. There's a lot of funny stuff about it, and within several hours, I was shaking like a leaf, and I went to bed early, and I couldn't get warm, and I thought, am I running a fever? I was boiling hot and sweating, and then I was cold. And I was out for the count for about a week. And I had been preparing for a project where I was going to be playing acoustic guitar with a couple of musicians, and we were going to film it. That week knocked me out, and I had to start again from scratch. And professionally, it was a huge setback, and it frightened the shit out of me because I didn't know how long it would last. And bit by bit, I realized that I probably shouldn't have had the first jab, but then I was offered the second. And I thought, well, what have I got? What's the point in, stopping now? So I went and had the second, and then it got really bad. And within about a week, I had lost, my hands didn't really work. I suffered from a condition already called peripheral neuropathy, which is nerve damage pain, really, which means that, I can get numb or pins and needles. When I had the second jab, and they do say that condition, by the way, is progressive and it's incurable. So I had expected it to be, it's manageable. I expected it to be something that would gradually grow worse as I got older, into my 80s or whatever. But always, I could get some ice pack or whatever, it would be fine. This ramped up from, on a scale of 10, say, from 3 to 8 or 9. Agony and chronic pain is not, when you know that nothing will work, there's no medication you can take that will help, is very, very frightening. And the worst thing is you don't know when it's going to wear off or when it's going to go away. So that was... that was what frightened me the most, medically, health-wise. And it still does, because I have gigs to do, I have recording work to do, but I can't, to touch the guitar, to play the guitar is not fun, and it's something I do, then when I put it down, it's there until I go to bed, and I take sleeping pills because I can't sleep because of the pain, and it's not a good way to live, but and it's not all due to the vaccine, but the vaccine took my immune system and just shook it around again, and that's still going on. So, and then I read, a lot of the evidence that I had been reading about with people that were having adverse reaction. That was on the list, was damage to the immune system. I was invited by Robin Minotti to talk about it and it was easy to say yes, because I realized that I'm definitely, by then I realized I wasn't the only one that was suffering adverse reactions. And I can't touch anything cold or hot. I have to use these, otherwise my hands will begin to burn and they'll stay burnt all day. Whether or not I have gigs to do in the autumn, I know maybe vitamin D will help. There's not much else that does do anything other than being really careful. And that's my experience from having had the second jab. And I went to my doctor pretty quickly and said, you know, I can't have any more vaccinations. This is not possible for me because I don't know what will happen. I don't know what will happen next. And from what I read and from what I've been told, there would be a booster in the autumn. What we're experiencing that disturbs me most is coercion. And I had said to my friend, the doctor, my doctor, I said, do you think this vaccine thing's ever going to become mandatory? He said, ridiculous, ridiculous. They could never they'd never pull that on. I thought, well, I got a funny feeling, you know, and bit by bit, it's that, and to see celebrities, especially what really got me was ethnic minority celebrities guilt-tripping their own community. That broke my fucking heart. That made me so angry. I have a lot of friends in that part of the world, and to see them preyed on like that, it's just... So that's where it steps into sadism for me, the photographs of the people on buses with masks on saying, don't let their sacrifice be in vain. Phew, that's bad, that's bad. It's very dark, it's very dark. It's victimization is what it is. The trick they got together with the propaganda was making it so that you're responsible for other people's lives. So I can be labeled a murderer, and people would really believe that. That's powerful. It's very clever. This is Robin Minotti, my friend.
Eric Clapton. So thanks for sending me that message about your experience. This, in a way, testimony of what happened to you was then shared quite a lot. And it had reactions, and it had also fact checkers, in the sense that people wanted to know if it was true, if I was making it up. Well, I wasn't making it up, here we are. But that didn't satisfy the fact-checking. And so we're getting to a stage where personal testimonies, personal experiences are almost, they need to go through a filter of someone saying whether you are authorized to have your own experience and to interpret it, not even interpret, to recount it in a way, and someone else saying, no, actually your interpretation of your own experience, the fact-checking may say it's wrong, because that's how we felt. And there's someone saying that, you know, we're lying, but you know, it's your experience, and I'm sharing it through a platform that I basically edit. It's just a strange world where you cannot even have your own experience anymore, and without someone saying, well, you know, you're not, that's not the right experience. You say, hold on a minute, that's mine.